Hey, it's Dan and Pete. We're back with something that's probably a really bad idea.
Yeah, it might be.
It might be. You know what? We've been talking before a couple different times. We got a lot of different markets around here. We can go and explore and get a wide variety of foods from different countries. I know, you know what? Everybody knows about ramen noodles. I grew up eating ramen noodles.
Yep, for sure.
I got to tell you this. When I was on my own for the first time, 18 years old, I was on my own. I could get a whole big old pack, like 24 ramen noodles. And I know they're more expensive now, but at the time, I could get a big pack of 24 ramen noodles for like $3.
I think now if you buy them, they're like 33 cents a piece.
Yes. You know what? I would throw cheese into them. I would throw veggies into them, eggs. I would do different things. You know, that's how I survived when I was 18 on my own, making things happen. A lot of college students, you've got to be familiar with the ramen noodle.
The ramen noodle diet.
Ramen noodles are extremely popular all across the world. They are one of the most commonly eaten foods in any country, really. And we decided to go ahead and eat some spicy ones.
Because we both love spicy food. Apparently.
Apparently so. I don't know if that's true or not, but we're going to find out today. We've got 5 different varieties of noodles. I know there's maybe spicier noodles on the market. These are the spiciest we could find. And we're kind of, what you see here, I think you can see them on the camera. We've got, right off the get-go, I guess, Pete, why don't you introduce these first 3, because I can't really see what they are.
We have got the Shin Ramen Stir-Fry Spicy Beef flavor.
Okay, there we are.
And then we've got the Shin Black.
What is that, a beef? That's the beef bone broth,
beef
right?
Bone broth, yep.
And anybody that knows about bone broth, that's healthy, so maybe it's good. I don't know.
Then we got the Shin Red Fiery Spicy Beef.
There we are. And then over here we've got, we get into the baldak, or baldak. I'm not quite sure how you pronounce that. I think it's baldak. I've heard it pronounced both ways. But that is the spicy chicken flavor ramen. I want to point something out here. This is the 2X. This is supposed to be like liquid death, from what I've been told. And then we get into the one that I've been really told. You know, me and Pete heard about this guy. We checked him out. It is the Fireball. I don't know if you've had the Fireball. Here's what it is. It's the Fireball. It is not the Baldock or the Shin, which I know are both very popular. It is the Fireball. And that, I guess, is supposed to be out of line.
So you've got them set up from like mild to wild?
That's what I understand. Unfortunately, you know what? I cannot read the packages. You know, that's a deal. If you guys out there can read these packages and you have a better concept, you know, let us know, because I would be curious. You know, I mean, no insult to anybody or any country. I mean, these are products that I just simply enjoy to try. And as far as I know, this is the way to rate them. If I'm wrong, you know what? I cannot read half of the packaging, unfortunately, so I simply don't know. If there should be some correction here, feel free to make those corrections.
Yep, tell us. Comment.
I will tell you, when I was kind of trying to find some information online, it did say Shin Ramen brand. Which actually here in the United States, you know, I wouldn't have known this. I would not have known this, but Shin Ramen brand is the #1 brand sold all across the world. You know, they sell more ramen than any other brand as far as packaged ramen goes. That's not what I see here in the U.S. I do see a lot of Shin Ramen here in the U.S., but I don't see it the way that I see other ramen products. So maybe a lot of people have experience with these products, but we certainly don't here.
No, and I think the only ramen noodles I've ever had are actual ramen noodles.
Right, exactly. I mean, you know, this is something that's completely different to me. Now, I will say this. The cooking instructions were radically different on all of these. It was a pain in my butt. I cooked all of these. I don't know what to tell you. The one down on the end here said to drain all the water out of it, then add packages, which I thought was weird because ramen is normally served with a little bit of liquid.
Yep.
These two here, I actually needed to hold back 8 tablespoons, very specifically. Both packages say it. 8 tablespoons of water with the noodle and stir fry it for 30 seconds. These two, you were just supposed to keep them intact as you cooked them. I followed the directions exactly spot on. I did stir fry these guys. I did withhold. I had a tablespoon measure. I really did. I really did have a tablespoon measure. And when these guys come off of the stove, I scooped 8 tablespoons out into the stir pan. I dumped the noodles in there after I drained them. So it was spot on. I dumped all the ingredients in there exactly as it said. I mean, I cooked these exactly to the instructions. So I think there's nothing left to do but give them a shot. This is supposed to be the most mild.
Are you ready to destroy your insides?
Oh, I'm never ready to destroy my insides, but we are going to just do it. So let's get her done.
It smells good. This one smells good.
I can tell you this. It's been probably, what, 15 minutes or so. We've been all walking throughout the house.
Getting ready.
And it's like, oh my Lord. You know, the whole house smells like ramen noodles, spicy. The whole, look at it, it's just red hot. It looks red hot. What's your impression looking at that noodle, Pete?
It looks like it's the hottest one. I mean,
It does, doesn't it? It does look like the hottest noodle.
It says spicy beef, so we'll see.
Let's see what we got happening here. Immediately there's the kick.
Yep. If this is the most mild one, I'm in trouble.
Without a doubt. Okay. I'm going to tell you, I do enjoy the flavor.
I do. And it's not overpowering, but it's definitely there.
I tell you what, let's just sit here for a quick minute and let's sit on that. Because it is building quickly. It is quickly building.
I would say, for me, it'd be like eating the fiery hot Cheetos. It's about that hot for me.
Okay, well, it's a hell of a lot hotter than that for me, Pete. You know, we're going to be in trouble here.
Got your bucket handy?
I do have my bucket handy. I always have my bucket handy. Bucket of Champions.
I've got mine.
It is the Bucket of Champions. Okay, it's already subsiding. So that's the thing. I will say this. It spiked up on me. It spiked up on me. It was hot. I enjoy the flavor.
It's good.
It is a good flavor. It is hot. Whew. It's hot. I think it's hotter than you get the Red Hot Cheeto or something like that. It's similar, but I do think it's hotter than that. But it's not out of control.
You ready to go on to the next one?
Yeah, but no, I think it's good. I think it did die down though, which hey, thank God for that.
This one does not smell spicy at all.
And this is, what is this now?
This is the beef bone broth.
Okay, the Shin Black. Well, and this one is interesting because this one told you to keep the liquid in it. You know, I thought that was so strange that the stir fry, well, I guess, but it is a stir fry. I mean, I guess that's how it's sold, so I suppose there's not going to be as much liquid.
Have you tasted any spice?
Well,
I don't think so.
That's interesting, huh?
I think I'm still getting the spice from the first one.
There's the bone broth there. And I got to tell you guys, I love bone broth. Bone broth is a crazy healthy thing. There's the collagen, everything up in there. I mean, the health conscious individuals out there, bone broth, that's where it's at. Let's get another big old bite of this guy.
I don't think if this one is spicy. I don't know if it's supposed to be. I think it's more of the bone broth. Well, it says spicy, but
there's a little kick, but
nothing like the first one.
You know what? That kick was like a. Now I wish I had a paper towel or something because I'm slopping all over myself. Oh, boom! Look at that.
Ask and you shall receive.
Wishes come true. Wishes do come true. So make your wishes, people.
If you wish upon a star,
I ain't no star.
makes no difference who you are.
That's the deal.
I like that.
I
That's
do
good.
like that. That is a nice, smooth flavor. Well, I just, you know what? The hell with it.
Try one more.
Well, I still got a great deal of spice in my mouth, and I feel like that's probably from that first guy.
I think it is.
I feel like it's from the first guy, but let's just get one more in there just to be solid about it. That's smooth. It's smooth. That beef bone broth.
Yep, I would eat that. I'd buy that one again.
And bone broth, for those that don't know, take a look at bone broth. It is a solid product. It's got a lot of health benefits. I got to tell you, that tastes great.
Yeah, I like that.
That tastes better than a lot of the ramen noodle I'm familiar with. Okay, so let's move on. Now this is the what? This is the red. Fiery, spicy beef. Now I've been told this is when we start getting serious. Okay.
It doesn't smell that hot, but
It looks a little bit more serious. You look at the color comparison. Here, you want to hold that one up, Pete? I'll hold this one up. Let's get those guys up there. Look at the color comparison. This one looks fiery. I guess we're going to find out, ain't we?
we're going to find out. Ooh, maybe I shouldn't get such a big spoonful.
Well,
Sporkful.
I'm going to give her just a quick toss around. You know? Give her a toss around. Make sure we got her all mixed in. What do you got happening? Oh, don't even tell me. Just let me get her down. Let me get her down. Oh, my God, I can't catch up with you. You're probably dying. Oh, no. I don't even know what I got. What is this? Pete, you're looking at me, and you know if this is a mistake. Oh, I'm just dripping it all over the place.
Yes, I do know. I most certainly know, and you will too shortly. It's definitely
all over me. It's everywhere, guys. I'm out of mouth.
All right, so this is definitely
There's more.
more spicy than the first one. Is it, for me, overpowering? I don't think
It's
so.
not horrible.
I mean, it's hot.
It's picking up pace, ain't it?
It's hot.
Okay. It's picking up pace.
I think
It is-
maybe this one will be our palate cleanser.
Whew.
Maybe, we'll see.
Man. Here's what I'm curious about. I can't. This, you know what? This is building up on me. I'm going to my milk. This guy's building on me. I can't even read the ingredients. It's hot.
It is hot.
Damn.
And we still got 2 more to go.
That's not funny. Okay, Shin Ramen Red, we're starting to get... I just wiped my mouth and I felt like I was peeling the skin off my face. Okay, we're getting hot here.
It's getting
It's
hot.
getting relatively serious. My exhales are burning me. Are you feeling that?
Yes.
Yes. And this is the 2X?
Oh, man.
Okay.
And you guys have done the one chip challenge.
Okay, let's do this. Let's do a toss around. I think we need to get that sauce all up in there, don't you think? I mean, we got to be fair with the whole process. We can't let the sauce drip down to the bottom and act like we didn't try it. I mean, that would be...
Trust me, I don't feel like I didn't try it.
Oh,
My lips are tingling.
that Shin Ramen Red. You know, here's the thing.
You're
Initially-
killing me, Smalls.
Let's talk about this quick, though. Don't even hit that yet. Let's talk about this. Flavor-wise, remove the heat. I really enjoyed the flavor. I had about 5 seconds of a lot of enjoyment from the flavor, actually. I felt like this was the most flavorful. There was a ton of flavor there. And then all of a sudden it was like, I'm not exactly sure why I put my mouth on a blowtorch. That doesn't make sense. But I apparently did it. Now it is starting to subside. It's not so much. Well, I did hit my milk, so maybe
did.
that helped a little bit.
You did. I've got some over here also. I'm holding off. I'm trying to hold out as long as I can.
Well, I thought the flavor initially was really good, and it didn't take a great deal of time for that to turn sideways on me, but the initial flavor, initially I'm like, oh, mushroom, and you got all these different, and then I was like, oh, within like 5 seconds. Oh, this is the 2X. I've been told this isn't funny.
I'm going in.
Yeah, I've been told this guy ain't funny.
Oh my
I will say, you notice the difference in the noodle? The
Yeah.
Bulldog noodle is different from the Shin noodle. The Shin noodle resembles the Fireball. The Bulldog product, it has a different noodle texture. It's a thicker noodle. You know, I don't know how much that matters.
It's going on my face. I know it is.
There you go. Ramen, what is that? I don't know. You know what? If you're a big ramen fan, that might matter to you. Let's get her down.
Wow.
That's a 2X.
I like the noodle. I like
The noodle.
that style of noodle.
It's sweet. It's sweet. It's got a good sweetness to it.
It's effing hot.
And now the spice is starting to build. Okay. Initially, I really like the texture of the noodle. Oh my. Oh.
I'm going back to the fire. I'm going back.
It was so sweet at first. What happened? Let me get in one of them guys. Oh my God. Initially, the Bulldog was it had a really good sweet flavor. Oh, I feel like my tongue is on fire. Everything's wrong. Pain.
Yep.
That sucker is pain. Okay. Whew. I'm just a wimp because I'm going back to the milk.
The noodle it's a totally different noodle.
I like the noodle.
It's thicker. It's more. It's more.
You want to grab that guy? I'll grab this guy. Let's put it up for the camera.
It's more like a Lao mein.
Yes, take a look at that. There is a difference in the noodle. The 2 times spicy. Oh my God.
That's hot.
I think I could start a fire with my breath.
My lips and I'm tingling bad.
Hold on here. I know we got to get to this fireball. You all have to give me a minute. You have to apologize. I guess I was not expecting this. This is no joke. So this far, I think we both agree, right? That Shin Black is a solid product.
Yeah.
What did you think about the first one? Spice Way.
Well, I thought it was spicy, and then I tried these two.
I'm going to tell you this, you guys. This 2X Spicy Bulldog. Oh, my God. That's not funny.
I don't think this one is lasting as long as this one. This is subsiding for me already. I mean, it's still tingly and it's hot, but it's not like that first bite.
Lord. You know what? I do agree with you on that. I am feeling pretty good to go at this point, but
I mean, I'm not sweating yet, and I normally sweat with hot stuff.
I will say this. The initial bite that I had, I loved the noodle. The noodle itself, it's a bigger noodle. It's a little fatter. You see that? I don't know how else to describe it. You all saw it on camera. It's a fatter noodle.
It's a Lao mein noodle.
Yeah, it is a bigger noodle, and I did like the noodle more. There was a particular sweetness and a good flavor that I really liked. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it was like bang, man. It was like bang, dude. Pow. Whap. Whew. Whew.
But
We got the fireball.
I don't know. I mean, it's still there, but it's almost gone.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. Fireball. Again, this is another one that I had to stir fry.
And Dan likes Fireball.
I do like Fireball. This is Fireball. Very similar. I've been told this stuff is nasty. We'll see.
It smells nasty.
Does it?
When you were
Oh.
cooking it, I could smell that one all the way up here.
Okay, well, let's give her a toss around again. I feel like we need to... Let's not cheap out. Let's not have those all sauces drift to the bottom. You keep getting back to that Shin Black. You like that Shin Black.
I do.
That's the bone broth. I also enjoyed that. I mean, that's a good product.
Are you supposed to slurp these or
Well, I don't
twirl?
know. I think you need to live your life. Oh, I almost just fuck it. A noodle popped out. I don't know that it's enough to do anything. All of a sudden I'm dying. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. That's got to be tossed around. I tell you what, let's get in there.
I can see it.
This
on
is
there.
the Fireball stir-fried ramen.
I can see it in there. It looks like pepper. I bet it don't taste like pepper.
I tell you what, I did dump all the different packets in. This one had some seaweed in it. The Baldock had some seaweed in it.
All right.
Here's where we
Down
are.
the hatch.
Let's get her done. It's sweet. Once
Very
again,
sweet.
it's sweet.
Is there heat?
I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it to just come out of nowhere. I'm waiting for it to come out of nowhere and kill me. Where are we at?
It's building a little bit.
Well, I tell you what.
In my throat where when I swallow.
Let's give it a second. Fireball, where you at? It's hot. It's not spicy. I mean,
No, it's you don't get that tingling and burning. It's just that hot taste.
okay, let's get real. This is not the hottest we ate, is it? No, the Baldock. I like the. You know what? Here's the thing.
I think the first one was spicier than that one.
I want to get that first one back. Can we get that first one back? Can we try it again?
Yeah.
This is the one that wanted me to drain all the water out, and I thought that was so strange because that's not a normal ramen presentation. Now, I have made ramen out of a plastic bag, and I have mixed it with like Cheetos or like a hot fry, and I have put it under a mattress and wrapped it in a towel. Now, if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, that's fine. But if you've done it, I'm going to tell you, that's probably one of the better ramens. This guy surprised me a little bit. What do we got here?
This is definitely
This is out of line here.
This is definitely spicier than the last one.
I really enjoy the flavor. Well, now I'm confused.
This one, the first one is definitely spicier than that last one.
And now that I've had these, there's not really any spice there, is there at all?
No, not really.
There's a kick. Okay. And then we got the beef broth. We both agree this is the least spiciest, right?
Yep. I don't know, I'm curious about this one again.
I want to get, I really like this a lot. Immediately, the flavor, that's a solid product. I really enjoy that a lot, actually. What do you think about the red in comparison to the stir fry?
I think this one's hotter than this one.
Okay.
I think it should go something.
Which I've been told that's not how it is, but
I think it should go something like this.
Immediately it burns you, doesn't it? It's immediate.
This is.
Let's switch these around. Yeah, because I think you're right. Immediately, the moment it hits your tongue, it burns you.
And then switch these two.
Yes.
That's what I would do. Ooh.
Now I'm curious here because again, I gotta get the milk. I gotta base out for a second because I don't think that Fireball is so hot at all.
I didn't think so either.
I almost think the Fireball was less hot than the spicy beef. Am I wrong on that? We're gonna find out right now. Here's the spicy. Here's the Fireball. Here's the Fireball. I don't know. Very sweet.
Very sweet. I think it's that noodle,
There's a heat there. Yeah, there's a heat there.
not like the 2 times.
No. But I do think it's hotter than that one. Yeah, I think we're actually in the right area. I think this is about right. I got to tell you, I really like this product.
I do too. I'd buy more of that.
I want to hit another one of them. You know what? I know it's spicy, but it's not out of control. It's beef broth, guys. If you know about your bone
Bone
broth, it's a solid product. It's actually very good for you, the bone broth. It has a very distinct flavor.
It's good. It's good.
Right off the bat, it's good. It's loaded with flavor. I like that. I like that a lot. And I know that is the most mild. I mean, I guess that's the thing.
Well, I guess,
None of these are out of control.
no.
Is there any one of these that you couldn't handle eating a whole bowl of?
I think the 2 times would be hard for me. I would be in pain if I ate the whole bowl.
Oh, for sure.
Maybe,
sure.
Maybe even this one.
I think the Shin Ramen Red. You know what? If you like something spicy, you got your Shin Black, your Shin Red. Your Shin Black, I think, is just a solid all-day product. I would put that in my pantry as opposed to the ramen I'm used to. I really like the flavor of that. It's got a good kick to it, but it's not overpowering. The red, it's getting up there. Oh, excuse me. Woo, we've had a lot of spice. The red is getting up there, but again, it's manageable. Yeah, you start getting into this category. I don't think these were a whole lot dissimilar. It was interesting because this one, again, you all see it. It's a dry noodle, and that's odd. Most ramen doesn't call for it to be cooked in this fashion where it's dry.
I think that's contributes to the spiciness.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Because you're not getting the liquid. Everything's
Right.
stuck to the noodle.
And I will tell you this, when it comes to a ramen, I'm not unfamiliar with a dry ramen. It's something I've made many times. But comparing them, I like a little more moisture in my ramen. Now, I don't necessarily need it to be a full-on... I don't need 3 gallons of water in this ramen. But I do like a little more liquid in my ramen, I think, than this product had.
I kind of like this consistency.
I did too. I really liked the noodle.
Yeah.
I liked this noodle more than the other noodle, and that's the Fireball. I would agree with that. I preferred this noodle. I preferred this flavor. Put these 2 products together, and we got something that's really a rock star. I think by far the 2X was... That guy's starting to get to a point where it's out of line. I mean, it's manageable, but it's getting out of line.
Yeah, I would agree. I don't know how we're going to rate these on our scale of 0 to 10.
I don't know either.
It's okay, so...
What's your favorite? I mean, I don't know.
Honestly, the beef bone broth is my favorite.
Yeah. What's your least favorite?
Probably the times 2.
Okay.
I like to be able to taste my food a little bit.
Yeah. You know what? I'm going to mix it up a little bit. I'm going to also agree with you that is my favorite. The beef bone broth is my favorite. And here's what I make a lot of dry ramen. I love ramen. I eat ramen all the time. I make a lot of dry ramen. I'm going to say that's my least favorite. It just didn't, I don't know. It didn't jive with me. I didn't like that one a whole lot. That's my least favorite. But
Okay, so on
that's the hottest. I don't think there's any question here.
on the bone broth, what would you give it on a heat scale? 10 being outrageously hot, 0 being no spice.
I'm going to give it a 4. It's not out of control. It's hotter than the average ramen, for sure. I think it's something that's manageable, and it's something I would enjoy eating again without having to modify it.
All right.
Yeah, I like it.
I think I'd give it about a 2 for heat.
Okay, okay.
I didn't think there was much at all, but
Yeah.
what about the red?
I want to get up to a 5 with the red.
Okay, yeah, I'll probably go up one more with a 3.
Okay, okay. You're way below me, man.
But it,
You know what? And that's, hey, you know what? That's what happens. We have differences in opinions. You know, and that's important. That's important to realize when you're eating all these different foods.
yeah, everyone's taste different.
Yeah, it is.
What about the spicy beef, your least favorite? Heat
Oh,
scale.
you know what? I felt like that started getting up to like a 7. I don't know if it's because the noodle was dry or what the deal was, but I almost felt like I was eating sandpaper at a moment. I felt like it was tearing me up. I mean, it felt very hot to me. I'm going to give that guy a 7.
I think I'm going to bump this one up to a 6, just
Okay.
because I think that the heat lingered a little bit longer.
Okay.
But it's still not overly powering.
Strangely, I know you're going to ask me. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to go down to a 6 with this guy. And again, I wonder if that has to do with the texture of the noodle and the hydration that the noodle provides. Because again, you can all see it. This is a very dry looking noodle, and this isn't.
Yep.
And I wonder if maybe that's playing a part into either of our sensation with eating the food. Because I'm actually going to rate this a little lower.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. I'm thinking about a 5.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a 6. And then we got the 2X. I've ate some pretty damn hot crap out there. I mean, I would be foul to not rate it a 7. I don't know. You know, here's the thing. I'm going to give it a 7. I'm going to give it a 7, and honestly, I think that's a little high. I've ate some very, very hot things in my life. If we're talking here today, when we're talking ramen, that's the hottest ramen I've ever ate in my life.
Yes, I would agree.
The hottest thing I've ever ate in my life, I don't know. Honestly, that I can give it more than a 6. To be honest, I feel like I'm about on par here with this guy. I would like to give it a 7 because I enjoyed this more, but I don't think that's fair. I think in my opinion, both these guys are a 6 in spice.
I think I would give that last one a 6.5.
Okay, okay.
I didn't think it was. It was definitely more spicy,
Well, like we've done the one
but
chip and some different things.
but it lasted a little bit longer than this one.
It did.
I mean, this is almost all gone now.
And I love the texture of that noodle, so I guess I don't know what to tell you. There's a mental thing where you kind of forgive it a little bit. Maybe right or wrong. That's where I'm at that guy.
They're all great. They're not bad. I don't think they were too overpowering. Like there's no way you could ever eat it.
No, I would have a hard time if you offered me these 3 in the future and you're like, hey, this is what we're having today for dinner. You know what? There's a McDonald's down the road. It's a little out of my ballpark for heat wise. This guy, I think, was really good.
Yep.
I would incorporate that in my daily life. Well, not necessarily in my daily life, but if I was looking for a quality ramen product and maybe wanted a little kick, I think that guy dials her in.
Yeah, I agree.
I think we're getting a little up there with this guy. But still, it's not bad. I think this is actually a home run product. I'm surprised. This is something I would incorporate into my life.
It's good. It's very good.
I know there's other spicy ramens out there. I've been told there is even a 3X of this. I have not found that product. I don't know if that's a real thing. I do believe we've done a pretty good job of ranking these from heat.
Yeah, I'd agree.
If you've got some ramens out there that you're familiar with that you think we should try, ramen is all over the world. It's an international product.
Yeah.
It is the #1 most sold packaged product in the world. There are hundreds of varieties all over the place. And we only have what we have available to us. Now, for the most part, we can track anything down. And that's where I'm curious. Please let us know.
Yes.
If there's a product we just have to track down.
Send us a comment, or if you think we're full of crap and
Yeah.
or pussies or whatever, let us know.
Absolutely.
Good comment, bad comment. I love to read it.
I don't care. And I would love to find other ramen products that are maybe spicier. Or, you know what, it doesn't even have to be spicy, but just something that's completely out of the ballpark that we have here. You know, we're here in the Midwest United States. We have what we have. I mean, this is the best I could find as far as spicy ramen goes. I mean, give us a heads up.
Yeah. Make sure you comment.
Absolutely.
Subscribe.
You know, we love to hear from people and see what else we can be doing.
Hit that like button too.
Like button all day, every day. All right, man. I think this kind of wraps it up.
Yeah. All right, guys. Catch you on the next one.
All right.
Later.
Peace out.